What is happening, world? Happy Tequila Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday. Happy Friday in my world. Whoo! What a weekend. Damn. Thank you, Daga. You were just... That boom bap always gets me in the mood. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, everybody. What is happening? Welcome to MoneyLineBet Show. My name is Jeff Redston. Hell, let's just get started. Let's knock this one out of the park. We had a perfect card on Saturday. I'll drink to that one. Having a nice cold one. I'm on like 17th High Life. Champagne and beer. The High Life. It's the only way to go. But the perfect card. Yeah. Went 13 for 13 for those 7 people that hit us up. Cashing them tickets at the windows. Thanks to the homies for believing in the role. That's the first thing I've introduced them to this year was my envelope. Something that my uncle started way back in the day. Hell. I remember the first time ever throwing my first hundo in the envelope. I was what? Probably 9 or 10? No, it was 93, so I was 8. Yeah. So, shit, 30 years. 30-year envelope. Gotta love it. Like I said, keeping the family traditions alive. Our CM, both envelopes won, so that was awesome. Cheers to that one. I don't think this pint's going to make it through this. Damn, that's going down smooth. We split it up on the CFB last week because we were starting a new one since Oregon State first half screwed us the week before. So we split it between Florida State money line at 135, and then we ended the night with that crazy ass Ohio State game money line 166. So between the two, $50 on each. Hell, what was it? Florida State brought us back a total of 87 and a few pennies. And then the 50 on Ohio State brought us back 80 bones. So we got us 167 and some change rolling into this week, which I'm amped. Still working out what we're actually going to roll on this week. Made quite a few bets on the CFB between Sunday and today. Want to go over the line movements. There have been some really crazy line movements, especially up my way. So I'm pretty stoked. We got good numbers at the beginning of the weekend and also today. A few numbers have changed to where we're laying off of them. So big thing, the NFL killed us this week. Man, if our envelope won, so that's all I give a shit about. Miami first half, should have gone full game with the points, but we went first half money line minus what? 205. That was our big roll. We had 197.31 from the previous weeks rolling in. So that brought us back 96 and some change. I think it was 96 on Dakota. So that brings us what to 293? Yeah, 293. Sorry, I'm good at numbers, but been drinking. Big key last night. Sorry everybody if you followed any of those picks last night. This is why you do not drink and gamble. The homies, man, I've been rolling with these dudes. I've known one since I was about 5. And then the other one we rolled to Arcadia. So that was Known him for like 26 years. Yeah. So we're homies. We've ride or die. We've been together forever. We've gone through crazy ass shit. They've been with me through all of my crazy ups and downs. My dudes. But my wife and daughter went to Oregon to go see some fam, and I'm home alone. I couldn't get the time off work till next week. I get to fly out next week, so I'm pretty stoked about that, to go see the fam, go get some of that Oregon good. Oh, I am looking forward to some hand-pulled noodles from Frank's Noodle House in Oregon. If you ever go to downtown Portland, Frank's Noodle House, I believe is what it's called. I will definitely tweet it out with this. I'll double check, but I think it's called Frank's Noodle House. It's across the street from one of my favorite dispensaries that's like uber dirt cheap for good ass herb. But those noodles are fucking the best thing you will ever have in your life. So besides seeing my wife, my kid, and some of her family, I am amped for the good sticky ick. Ooh, some sours from 10 Barrel Brewery that I could only get there. I love. But those noodles, oh, damn. They're like the best undone, hand-pulled noodles you'll ever have in your life. We'll see how expensive they are now, because they were pretty pricey back in the day. Last time we were there last time I went, it was a couple of years ago during the pandemic, which was crazy because when we flew out there was, 7 on the flight out and then like 11 on the flight back. So that's a trip. I'm flying out next week. Got to stop in Vegas, take out some money, and then roll up to Oregon. So, back to it. Besides the roll and my Packers, baby, I should have put my Packers hat on tonight, but I'm watching the second of the doubleheader, which I should be at this game right now, but I canceled that trip, so I can go to Oregon, which I'm okay with, because the whole plan was going in for the doubleheader today. But I'm okay. Dodgers lost 4-1 in the opener, so I'm okay with that. Right now they're kicking ass, so let's go Doyers. Shout out to Sean. Big Sean. Definitely we are going to hook up for a game when we're in the same town together. I am amped for that. Big baseball news up here in Salt Lake. We're next on the docket to get a pro team, so I'm really stoked about that because I'm a huge baseball fan. So one of my first dates with my wife was to the AAA team we have up here for the Angels. One of my favorite things. Still one of my favorite pictures of us together. So that's the funny part. But anyways, NFL killed us. If you watched last Monday, we took Minnesota +1, Raiders +1, and Raiders +1.5. Tease those suckers. What the fuck were they doing in those games? Minnesota. Shout out to my brother-in-law, who is a diehard Minnesota fan, which I cannot wait to see him this week, which means I gotta wear my Packer hat instead of my LA hat, but Packers better win this Sunday. If not, I gotta wear my Dodger hat. Sorry, I lost my voice because of these two fucking games. Both me and my daughter were here Sunday night screaming our heads off in this Vegas game. But Minnesota for real. So anyways, my wife's on the phone with him, talking mad shit on the Packers. Karma's a bitch. But I needed Minnesota. What the fuck? San Diego goes for it on their own 20, whatever it was, on 4th down with a minute left in the fucking game. They get stopped. I'm thinking, hell to the yeah. We gonna win this game. On 24-yard line, get down to 7-yard line, 5-yard line, some bullshit like that. Cannot punch it in. Cannot punch it in. Kirk D. Cousins. What the hell? And then the news today, because I was like, oh, cool, they lost. They're going to ship his ass out to New York. Oh, no. They signed Trevor Siemian? What the hell? Trevor Siemian? That dude fucking sucks. I'm not even a Kirk D fan, but that dude's better than Siemian. So, good luck, New York. It's okay. Because that tweet I sent out that Monday night is aging fucking great. But yeah, how about them Packers, baby? Down 17-0. Back to it. He was talking mad shit. He was saying how bad they were looking. Yes, that first half they looked like shit. But Jordan Love, as myself being up here in Utah, seeing him at Utah State, he was killer his junior year. His senior year, he had different coaches, different receivers, different offensive linemen. If you look back in that draft, people were drafted, coach left, got a new coach, senior year, new system, la-da-da-da-da. Packers picked him up. I was stoked personally because I knew what they had, and I was hoping this would happen. You sit him for a couple of years behind my man. So me as a Packer fan my whole life, I have seen now 3 great quarterbacks back to back to back. I'll say good right now. If he keeps on this trajectory, they build around him, he will be fine. Dude is big. If people haven't noticed him, he's like, 6'4", 6'5". Dude is big. They need to run first 1-2 yard goal lines through him like Hurts. Let him do his thing. He's got a gun. Roll him out. Let him throw. That's all I'm going to say. Packers, go Pack, go. That was their home opener, which they won again. Loved all the memes that I've been seeing. But yeah, like I said, last night was a perfect example of why you do not drink and gamble. I let the homies talk me into 2 games that I laid away from all week. I did not like them. I was stoked just to sit down and watch. But if you've seen the Twitter feed, Daddy got started a little early. He was watching some highlight and drinking some highlight. Some more High Lives. I should be sponsored by them. They are like one of my favorite beers. No one else really drinks them around here. Everybody looks at me like I'm crazy when I ask about them because literally they do not fill them up here. Anyways. I was tipsy. Made some shrimp scampi with some rigatoni, which was bomb. Had way too many beers before the game. I was probably almost at 12. I think I was either 9 or 10 deep. By the time my homeboys hit me up, it was a little after 4:20. Remember that? It was like 4:30. It was right. Yeah, it was about 4:30. And we play some bets. I never play same game parlays. I never play games I stay away from. But I was like, hey, loosey goosey, I get to sit here watch some games. As you can hear my voice, that Raider game fucking ruined my voice. I had my toddler, almost 4-year-old, screaming and jumping up with me in this game. They should have won that game. Daniels, what the fuck were you thinking? Kicking a field goal. Anyways. This is why you don't drink and gamble. Went in on 6 plays. We hit 1. Tampa, I thought their D was going to hold up. They held up for 3. Baker played an alright game. Not the greatest. But that was me. Oh well. Fuck it. Hashtag today's a new day, new bet. So, we grabbed I'm focusing on about 9 games so far this week in CFB. I haven't... Oh, something in my eye. I have not narrowed down what NFL game I'm playing yet. I will probably end up doing that tonight, probably tomorrow morning on my drive. Especially since I'm by myself, probably driving, hang out for a day up in Wyoming. play some ponies, do the damn thing, make some bets, chill at the bar, do the thing. So, but like I said, 9 games up here my way. I'm amped. Friday, you got what? Utah at Oregon State. This is particularly one of the games I am having my eye on. Utah, like I thought last week, from what? Goddamn cat. What I heard from my dude was Cam was going to play. Well, then he hits me up and says, nah, shoulder's still sore. So, they played all right. I hear that they're going to open up and let homeboy play. I'm drawing a blank. Not Cam. But hopefully, because we've had some funky weather up here. My knees and ankle, all my broken stuff has been flaring up pretty bad. So I can just imagine what a shoulder's doing. But so far, don't hear anything of him playing. But if he does play, I could see where that's going to make some crazy point spread go. And that's where I've looked at a whole bunch of things today. Because Utah was plus 1.5 on Sunday. Then on Monday we got them at plus 3. And then today we got them at plus 3.5. We have them at plus 105, plus 130, and plus 140 on the money line. The over-under is slid too from 45.5 to 44.5. So I'm not playing any of the overs or unders, but we do have the points and the money line on these guys. Because I still feel if they do hit a fan, they will bring Cam in. But we'll see. Because I think they're just trying to hold off as long as possible. And Ungalele did not play well at all last week in Wazoo. He played all right, but it's Wazoo, man. Like, it's Pullman, I understand. From one small town to another, but damn, he played like shit. I got the over on them season total, so this is where I'm like, ugh, I need them to win, but I don't. So we got Utah going in. So if you hop on it now, you get 3.5. When I saw this about an hour ago, we got this last one today. I was on my way home from my mom, so it was like probably 5:30, 6 o'clock when I left my mom's house. So that's when we got our 3.5. The other one I'm amped for because I'm kidless. I'm still trying to get, if I want to, I can go to the game, but I'm like debating because I really want to watch this Utah game in the house. This BYU opening Big 12 game at home with another new Big 12 entry, which I particularly have a rooting interest in because it's University of Cincinnati. Whoa. Cincinnati. Ever since I went there in 2018, I've been obsessed with the town. It is the coolest little big city I've ever been to. And it is a great sports town. As you saw last night on that opening with Cincinnati and their all whites, town goes nuts. I'm a big MLS person. I love football, all football. But MLS I love because it's so fast paced. Anyways, Cincinnati, been with them with the USL. These guys are killing it this season. So their fans are just the awesome fans. And they go nuts. Watch any of the posts I've reposted, any of the team sites. But there's a cool-ass bar called The Pitch across the street that is a fucking soccer bar. Dope as shit. There's only a few in these small towns that I've been to. Denver's got a dope one. It's called the Celtic. Or Celtic, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Celtic, whatever. It's also the OTB, and they hooked up with FanDuels, I think, as a book. So, that's also one of my favorite places. Anyways, back to it. Cincinnati. Love Cincinnati. So I'm really debating getting some content for the channel and all that, seeing if I could find any Cincinnati fans, talk to some BYU fans. Let me know if you really want that. If so, that might sway me to go to the game. If not, I'm just going to sit home and drink, because I could watch Utah on one big ass TV and Cincinnati BYU on the other. So let me know if you want that. But if not, I'm going to be chilling at home. But I really think I might go to the game. It's like 8:30 kick. I don't have to be to work till like 6, so it's not too bad. But my Saturday slate, after watching James Madison up at Utah State, they're going up against South Alabama. That Madison team, that first half was sick. So if anybody's looking at them, look at their first half number. It's a pretty sweet number, but I really, really like that James Madison squad. And the biggest thing to me is their first home game. They're 3-0, all on road games. You look at their map, they have traveled so many miles, and finally they're at home. It might be a little sluggish, a little tired. Understand it. South Alabama, dope-ass team this year. But personally, I really think this James Madison team is going to do it. The points have gone down towards South Alabama. We got a 4.5 with a 198 money line on Sunday. And then yesterday and today, as we checked back in on it, it was a -3 at 155. So we grabbed that. Back to that Cincinnati BYU game. That was a huge point shift for us. Sunday, when it opened up for us, we got Cincinnati +3 and +120 on the money line. Amped about that. So we went a little heavy on that, especially personally, because I think I'm going to be at that game. Then, when we checked back in, we got -1.5 on Cincy and at 120 money line. So we grabbed that at the money line, because 120, that's a good number for me personally. But if this number dips again anytime this week to get BYU close to 3 or more, I think I might take it. So that's been a big switch for us. That's what, a 4.5 point swing? That's crazy. That's some good money. So, and it's not all ours, but the other game, because of that James Madison game that we had last week that I was betting and watching. Is that Utah State going against the one that screwed us, UConn. UConn got their ass kicked last week. They looked awful. Utah State, that second half, those adjustments, they came back strong. That second half was no joke. Don't know if it was part of James Madison being tired from being on the road for their third straight game, or the altitude, because Logan, that is straight mountain, cold wind. It's a different world up there. So we did dip in on Sunday at 5.5, and then money line 230. Then we dipped back in today at -6. The money line is -238. We didn't grab that again, but the over-under hasn't changed either. So there has been a little bit of money sprinkled in on that Utah State. So we're looking at that. The big one that I still don't understand, that's why we kind of tread lightly on it, but we still dipped in, was this Illinois and Purdue. +1 since Sunday. -105 money line. So we grabbed both of those. And fucking cat. Yeah, I just think Illinois will beat Purdue straight up easily. Their running game, they could control the clock. If they can control the line, they could put up 27 points and beat them easily. So I don't understand that line. I'm still waiting to see some injury reports. I don't got anybody out that way, so kind of tread lightly. But still, Illinois +1 money line also. We got 105. We'll see what everybody else gets. The one that kills me is the Wyoming-New Mexico game. So Wyoming is also another reason why I play these obscure games, because I'm up here. I know what the talk radio up here talks all about this. I get Wyoming radio too. Anyways, you got on Sunday, we got it opened up at -14, money line 650. So we took the 14 points since we like the 14. I think they're going to beat them by 3 scores. If that's 17, 13, that would suck for us, or 21. I think they'll beat them anywhere in that area. So 14, cool with me. Grab that. Over-under was 41. Then Monday it jumped up to 14.5. So we stayed off that. The money line stayed at 650. Then it dipped down back to -14, but the money line was 625. So they are part of a parlay that we threw together. But then the over-under jumped up a point to 42. We stayed away from that. So we got Wyoming -14. That one, the homies did not like, but you got to roll, you know. There's only so many times you can play all these big games. There is value other places. Where they play in Wyoming, it is windy, it is cold. These guys are a different breed, as you could see. Homie in Buffalo, dude's a different kind of cat. And that's how all these fools are. So New Mexico, they're not that good. They're coming up from New Mexico, traveling again. Don't think so. And it's a weird place to get into. So I always play the home team unless it's a big, like Texas Tech. That was one of my best plays because that was a far travel, completely different weather, super windy, and that was a great payout for us. So that was my biggest thought on that, because New Mexico's not that good. Wyoming's okay. I think they'll kick their ass. The other game we played was the Hawaii and versus UNLV. I was hoping to get to this game this year. Didn't. Sunday opened up at -11. Grabbed that. -425. Grabbed that on the money line. Then on Sunday it was the same. Then the over-under dipped a half a point. Same point spread. Money line dipped to -440. Still not playing that. So we're playing with our Sunday plays. But right now, again, that was on a parlay. UNLV, Wyoming. We went Utah State, James Madison, and then Illinois, and then this next play. Had my eye on these guys for quite a while this season, this off season. What I read about them, super good. Ooh, gonna have to get another beer soon, since that one is all done. Is this Rice hosting East Carolina? I've watched East Carolina a lot, especially because I lived in South Carolina, which, again, what I've been binge watching last night after the football, because I lived down that way for quite a while, Charleston, Beaufort, Walterboro area, is this Murder by Murdaugh or Murdaugh Murders, whatever the hell it's called. Oh, damn! That shit's crazy. That Carolina shit is in my blood forever. Those few years I lived out that way, Carolina, anything I watch. So this East Carolina team has been shitty this year. And yes, I said it, East Carolina. Who watches East Carolina football? This guy. And that Rice. Holy shit, have they played a good, hard schedule already. They have kept their own. If you look at anything, their first half number is awesome also. We played that. But this Rice total, -3 on Sunday. It's been -3 all the way. We played -3 on Sunday and -155 money line. Went back today, got the money line again at -148. The over-under is dipped from 51.5 to 46.5. We're staying away. I have no info on any injury report, but somebody does if that point spread is, or over-under is dropped like that. So those are the plays we're playing so far this week that we hit early on. I'm super amped for the football up here because we finally have some good football. We have Pac-12, unfortunately, is being dissolved, but they are looking badass again this year. Utah is going into the Big 12, where BYU is at, so that's going to revive this rivalry that they've had forever. I'm a Utah fan. I guess I got to start being a BYU fan because there's going to be some bomb-ass teams coming in here. I can't wait for Oklahoma to come in this winter. I will be at that game. It is probably going to be fucking cold as shit, but it'll be good. It'll probably be the last time I see Oklahoma ever thinking about coming out west this way, so I'm stoked to see them. But, again, those are the teams we're on right now. Still waiting to find out a little bit more about these NFL injury reports, what's going to come out. We'll see. But let's kick some ass this week, collect some tickets, and just have a fucking awesome week. And good luck. My name's Jeff Redson again. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. Thank you, Daga. But we out this bitch.